It's just 24 minutes left for United to kickstart off their beautiful game of football against a team known as Arsenal at the Emirates. Rock and David comes in here to bring you what he thinks about this particular encounter in here, and we've already gone ahead to drop in the poll, so you can as well drop your predictions and see what your thoughts are exactly about this beautiful fixture. Is it gonna be a United win? Is it gonna be a draw? Or it's really gonna be an Arsenal win? You understand? So thank you guys for really being here. I'm really excited to have you here all the time. I really call upon you guys. You've never forsaken me. You've always shown up. And that's the spirit of the fans of United. And that's why you call it United Matters channel. That the matters of United matter a lot. That's why we come in here thick and fast to obviously tell you exactly what we think about this particular fixture. So guys, smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And we are doing the needful to see to it that we really present to you the best of the best. Now, as we do that, we have the lineups. I know most of you already know who is in and who is not in. And that is Man United for you. And they've gone ahead to obviously come up with the following. Seny Lamens is in goal for the club of Manchester United. Right? That is Seny Lamens for you. Then, from Seny Lamens, there is Dalot for the club of Manchester United, representing to the fullest in there. They do have Martinez, Harry Maguire, Bruno Fernandes Borges, Dogu Ahmad, Casemiro, Mbeumo, Luke Shaw, and Kobe Mainoo in there. That is the starting 11 for the club of Manchester United in this particular encounter. Then the substitutes, there is Bayinda, Heaven, Malacia, Mazarawi, Yoro, Ugarte, Mount, Cunha, and Benjamin Sesko. That is it. That is the bench for the club of Manchester United as they take on Arsenal. Who has Arsenal brought in? Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, Hinkapie, Rice, Zubimendi, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, Jesus. And they do have the bench of Azebalaga, Mosquera, White, Eze, Martinelli, Gyökeres, Madueke, Merino, Lewis, Skelly. That is it. And that is the beautiful bench for the club of Arsenal. That is one of the strongest benches that you'll ever wish to have in your team. So that is a big boost for the club of Arsenal. Yeah, United fans are really buzzing, and I really love it that fans really believe that we can obviously walk out there and really beat the side of Arsenal, and that is really great. But it's not going to be just a talking point in there. We need to obviously do a lot to obviously suppress this side of Arsenal. There we go to what we call the system that Michael Carrick has gone ahead to deploy. Carrick has come with a 4-2-3-1, unchanged system, unchanged lineup that really took on a side known as Manchester City. Right? So, what the manager has gone ahead to do, he has gone ahead to name what we call a lineup that is really unchanged. And that is Michael Carrick for you. Lemons in goal. Dalot right back, Shaw left back, Lisandro Martinez left-sided centre-back, Harry Maguire right-sided centre-back, Kobe Mainoo and Casemiro playing a double pivot, Amadi Diallo right attacking midfielder, Patrick Dogu left attacking midfielder, Bruno Fernandes central attacking midfielder, and Mbeumo leading the line for the side of Manchester United. So, when you look at that team, even if we don't collect the points maximally, you know, I think one of the biggest positives and indicators that the manager is going to put out there are that he's not willing to be a tinkerman, right? Looks like he wants to play that 11 for some games to see to it that they get used to one another and they will really pull out results and performances, because he knows to it that if he's to qualify for the Champions League, he needs to win many games. And City, 3 points gotten in. If he wins against Arsenal, that will be a good bonus. But I don't think that amongst the games that Michael Carrick is really thinking of winning, he's really counting so much on this game of Arsenal. I don't think so. I think he's just really trying to see to it that the system he played at the club of when they're facing Man City is given a big test away from home and see whether it can bear results for the manager. That is it. That's what I really love about him, and I know he's really doing the needful to see to it that this works out. Now, that means we are going to be playing a low block, and hitting Arsenal on the break will be really one of the things that United will do. Our transitions are really going to be very deadly, and Arsenal should be ready for them. Though, the having of Kobe Mainoo in that midfield, Amad Diallo, Casemiro, and Bruno Fernandes will obviously help make you think that we'll do some exchange of passes, but quick passing is obviously gonna be the order of the day. You're gonna see a lot of one-touch football, all two touches. I don't expect the manager to tell these players to do a lot of touches, because the only way to obviously hurt Arsenal, because they defend as a unit, is by making an early decision. And when you make an early decision, all will go in your favor, I tell you. So I think that's what the manager will obviously decide to go all in for, as for the side of Manchester United. So we wait and see how things pan out for the club of Manchester United in this particular fixture, because the team has been named, and we anticipate the best from our club. When you look at Arsenal, they've gone in for a 4-3-3 system, unchanged, Arteta's favorite style of play, or system. And he does have David Raya in goal, Julian Timber right back, Hincapié left back, left-sided centre-back is Gabriel Magalhaes, Saliba right-sided centre-back, Zubimendi, CDM, Odegaard, number 10, Rice is the box-to-box midfielder, you can call him a number 8, Trossard, left forward, Bukayo Saka, right forward, and Gabriel Jesus is going to be leading the line. Now, this is where we are really having problems, by the way. Jesus is a very deadly number 9. Deadly number 9. And Harry Maguire and Lisandro Martinez will need to really be at their best of best, all at the height of their performances, obviously coming through and really stop this guy, because he is really good. He's really one of the strikers that no defender would like to face. Many cannot come out and say it out loud, but I tell you, he's really deadly. Very, very deadly, I must tell you. So that he's a guy known as Gabriel Jesus. And their bench is really scary. When you look at the bench of Manchester United, I think the players that we have that can come off and really change the game are Mason Mount, Matthias Cunha, and Benjamin Sesko. We only have 3 players that can come on and obviously change the game. You get? As compared to Arsenal, they do have a Belechi Eze, they have Martinelli, they have Victor Gyökeres, they have Noni Madueke, they have Mikel Merino. 5 players. And these players are really versatile. They can play in different positions, and whichever button the manager presses can really unsettle the team of Manchester United. So that's where my worry raises. But all in all, I'm believing that these players will go outside there and really put out the best of the best from themselves as of their performances. But all I want us to see is the consistency. Beating Arsenal, or beating a club known as Man City, for me it won't make sense if in our next games we don't really go ahead to really beat teams like Fulham, Tottenham, West Ham, Everton, Crystal Palace. Those next 5 games are really very important. And I know the club of Manchester United can go ahead and really collect 15 points out of those. I know this club can. And that mentality should change, because we need to win the next 5 fixtures. Why do we need to win the next 5 fixtures? Because after those 5 fixtures, We are playing away at Newcastle, hard game, and also hosting Aston Villa at Old Trafford. Then we play away at Bournemouth. You know, those next 3 fixtures are really deadly. So that's why we need to win our next 5 games from this game of Arsenal and see to it that we really thrive through. You know, our fixture is not all that bad because when you look at Man United, after those 5 fixtures, there is Newcastle, Aston Villa, Bournemouth, Leeds, Chelsea, Brentford, Liverpool at Old Trafford, Sunderland, Nottingham, and then Brighton. So, if we really handle ourselves well after this game of Arsenal, I think we can really have a big harvest of the Champions League in this season. So, I'm having Webi Siwale, United win, all right. Muhammad Koloko, United win. David Zimola, Mbeumo, and Ahmad to start. That is good. They've gone ahead to start. Issa Avidia, Ronald Molinda. Hey, Aradi, good evening and long time. It's a United win. All right, thank you. Fly on the wall, 7-0 Arsenal. Once 3 go past you today, your players will give up. Oh. Fly on the wall says United will wallop Arsenal 7. By the way, for me, I think the best we can get is a draw at Emirates. And I've gone ahead to obviously run percentages. 60% Arsenal win, you know. 35% I go in for a draw and 5% a United win, because all those 3 results are very possible in the game of football, and I see a draw as a possible result for the club of Manchester United. Why? United will score goals. I don't think that Arsenal will keep a clean sheet against Man United because we've proven to be one of the most offensive teams in the league. But our problem is we don't defend well. And I don't trust that defense, you know, because of Harry Maguire. I tell you, if we had Matthias De Ligt and Lisandro Martinez in that defense, guys, I would have gone ahead to go strong. I would have gone ahead to call in for United win, because I know what Matthias De Ligt and Lisandro Martinez get you into that central defense. But Harry Maguire, first and foremost, he's slow, you get, and Arsenal has fast players, you get. You know, even if it's a 1-2, you know, and we are playing what we call a low block, Jesus, he cannot catch up on Jesus, Trossard, or Bukayo Saka. You know, they can pace him off. And I know those moments are really going to be more into that game, because when you play a low block, Arsenal will almost play around your goal area. And 1-2s and quick passing are the only solutions to unlocking a low block, you get. So we wait and see, but we are just charged for this game. I've gone ahead to see Nachitende Esther says a draw. Yeah, I also believe that the best result United can get from the Emirates is a draw. And let me see how you guys have gone ahead to vote in here before we jet into this game. And 71% have gone ahead to call in for United win, 18% have gone ahead to call in for draw, and 11% have gone ahead to call in for an Arsenal win. So let's head into that game. When it's done, I'll come back here and we'll have a discussion after that game in here, either as a live video or a recording that I will upload onto this channel. Thank you very much for watching through. I think we are left with like 10 minutes waiting to the game of football. Maybe let me check out Sky Sports and see what these managers have gone ahead to say, because they are facing each other and I know they have to speak to the media, and let's wait and see what they've gone ahead to speak about these sides. Aston Villa's beaten Newcastle by 2-0. Yeah? It closes in and they're like 7 points. Now they are closing them to 4. Now, Gary Neville says, I think everyone is looking forward to this afternoon. There is a feeling even among Arsenal fans that this is more of a game than it was 10 days ago. We've said before that United have had the opportunity to go into the top 4, but there is no doubt the teams around them are struggling at the moment. Liverpool, last night, what a soft underbelly they've developed in the last few months. We are so crucial of United for dropping points against teams like Burnley and Bournemouth. Now Liverpool have gone and done it, and they are the reigning champions, so they have to pick up their fair share in there for you. So that is Gary Neville for you. So About Michael Carrick, it's a massive chance for Michael Carrick and Man United, because if you think about the points they did drop against Everton, West Ham, Bournemouth, Leeds, Wolves, they should be well out of it, but they are right in it. There is a massive chance for them to go and finish in the top 4 or 5 if they can get Delete fit. Have you heard it? I mentioned about it, that Delete, if he was really available, I would have gone to let you know that we can go ahead and really beat Arsenal in there. If they can keep Maguire and Martinez fit, Maguire for me, I don't trust him because I know he's calamitous. Up front with Mason Mount, Bruno, Mbeumo, Ahmad, Cunha, Sesko, you've got 6 players that will cause problems to other teams and score goals. It's about making sure that Kobe Mahinu slots back in alongside Casemiro. If they can provide some comfort in front of the defense, it's not ridiculous to start thinking Man United should finish in top 4 this season. That is Gary Neville for you, in there for you. So, Carrick has said, we're in good shape. We've had a good week on the training ground and we are coming here positive. You can feel the energy, the positivity, and the difference. The boys are that little bit lighter in everything they do. It's just building on it and trying to take the next step and improve. It was a huge win for City, for us against City, but today's game difference, and we got to be ready. We've got some different ideas and tweaks to put into the game. I like that. But last week has given us the foundation. We defended well and we looked dangerous. Now we've got to get something today. So he's like, they're coming in for something, whether a draw or 3 points. Arteta says, Carrick coming in is going to bring in new ideas. The intensity rises up. You can see in the derby match the kind of behavior and the game they played. We expect a tough match and we adapt for that. We at home, we know how important that game is for us. Every game is different. At the end, the individuals make the difference. We want to be dominant as we want to be, impose the game we want to play, regardless of what they want to do. We want to take the game to where we want it to take us. When the team has the space to run and certain players can activate those runs, they are lethal. We saw that a few days in the Manchester derby. They have attributes that can cause you problems. Historically, there is something very linked to that. The profiles of the players. That is Mikel Arteta for you. He very much knows exactly what United really has in there. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Rock and David has been my name, and a sign out for now. See you later. When the game of football is done, I'll come with a match preview